I'm Dave James on the Ohio News Network. Today is primary election day in Ohio. Voters in roughly 60...
With just hours to go before the midnight deadline, Israel's prime minister still has no path to forming a new government. Benjamin Netanyahu's rivals all rejecting his offers, including taking the premiership first in a rotation. And a far-right party never warming up to Netanyahu's idea, including an Arab Islamist one in the coalition. Israel's president now expected to hand the mandate to form a new government to centrist Yair Lapid. He faces the task of bridging many gaps among the diverse
Hurry to Jim Robinson at the Highlands, home of lifetime powertrain protection.
For all of your IT needs, visit OmniPerforms.com. Omni Strategic Technologies, the only IT company that the watchdog trusts.
Hello.
Darling, where are you?
Why, honey, I'm at my favorite store, Rule King. I'm getting my mom some flowers for Mother's Day.
Oh, good. Pick up my mama something special while you're there as well.
Friends, don't forget Mother's Days are coming up real soon, so get your mom something special from Rule King. Nobody beats their prices.
Get all the moms in your life something special, you hear?
Yes, dear.
Thank you.
Studies show that people with good oral health are more likely to have good overall health. That's why it's so important to maintain a healthy diet, to brush your teeth at least twice a day for 2 minutes, to floss once a day, and remember to see your dentist regularly. Ohio Dental Association dentists are dedicated to providing the highest quality dental care. Ask if your dentist is a member of the Ohio Dental Association, so you know you are being treated by the best. To find an ODA dentist near you, visit associationsadvanceohio.com.
I'm Andrew Saul, Commissioner of Social Security. Beware of telephone scammers pretending to be government employees. Real Social Security employees will never threaten you. Callers threatening you with arrest or other legal action and demanding money are not from us. If you receive a call like this, hang up, do not provide them with any form of payment or information. Report the call at oig.ssa.gov.
Hello, everyone. From the Watchdog, I'm the Storm Tracker, Darnell Foster, with a look at your local weather forecast for your Tuesday. A few scattered showers and a rumble of thunder or two. Otherwise, mostly cloudy with temperatures in the mid-70s for daytime highs. Back to about 53 through the overnight under mostly cloudy skies. Clouds, few breaks of sunshine, but keep the umbrellas around for your Wednesday. The temperatures in the mid to upper 50s for daytime highs. Have yourself a great day, everyone. From the Watchdog, I'm Darnell Foster.
The views and opinions expressed on the following program are not necessarily those of this station or its sponsors.
All right, listen up, you guys.
Morning. It's Tuesday.
Today is Tuesday. I am loving the sound of your voice.
Good morning, sunshine.
Crank up the radio.
You all ready for the big show?
Happy Tuesday, everybody. And action.
Okay, let's do it.
Hey, guys. You ready to let the dogs out?
All right, let's do this.
Yes, we are ready to let the dogs out.
Well, what are we waiting for?
It's showtime.
Your morning news, weather, and sports wrapped into his own unique perspective. This is the Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe and Brad Leonard in the producer's chair. Brought to you in part by Wheeling Hospital.
63 degrees at the Wheeling, Ohio County Airport. 63 here at my home studio, and I'm looking at the sun shining through the window. I guess I call it partly sunny, though. I see a few clouds wisping around, but looking nice outside so far right now. 63 degrees at the Robinson Auto Group Studios, downtown Wheeling, in the heart of the Ohio Valley. Going to start out dry this morning in the mid-60s. Could see a stray shower in the early morning hours, maybe some patchy fog. Temperatures will rise. 74, the predicted high for the day. But as the afternoon comes in, we will probably see some afternoon or evening rain showers, even some storms as part of that as well. But right now, 63 at the airport here at the home studios and at the Robinson Auto Group Studios, downtown Wheeling in the heart of the Ohio Valley. It is 7:11. Good morning, Brother Biff.
Good morning, Howard.
You know, I'm always complaining about the way people respond to things on the internet and social media in particular. Maybe I'm just too, I don't know what the word is, trusting. I'm not suspicious enough. When I read something from a business, on the whole, I tend to assume they are sharing the truth with me. All right? I bring this up because I noticed last night on the West Texas Roadhouse out in St. Clairsville, great restaurant. West Texas Roadhouse posted a piece on Facebook. After 25 plus years of Monday night wing night, we are going to have to take a pause in our wing night. Due to the ever-increasing price and lack of availability of wings, we will not have our wings special on Monday night until further notice. We hope you understand. We hope it will only be temporary. Our wings can still be made to order, just not enough for wing night. Frowny face. Now, Biff, if you heard that, if you read that, I mean, what conclusion would you draw?
I would say they don't have enough wings.
There you go. I mean, I would draw the conclusion that they told us right there. The price of wings is going up, and they can't afford to do their wing night special because the price of wings is going up. And many of the people who responded, just said, "Oh, that's too bad, but you still are a great place." But then you get things like this guy. Your competition is coming. Longhorns coming to the Highlands. That's a smart move, just giving up your wings because when the competition's starting. Or take away what the people want. Good luck with that, West Texas. As if somehow the people at West Texas said, what's one of our popular events? Wing night. Hey, let's get rid of it. Right? I mean, it's take away what the people want. Good luck with that. As if somehow that's a decision they made based on they wanted to do bad things for the people.
And it's not just here. That's everywhere. I mean, look at there was a story I think last night on the news. They were saying even up in Buffalo, where the wings were created, invented, or whatever, they're even having problems at one of the not the place where they originated, but another place that's popular up there, and I forget the name of it, but that restaurant up there, they're having problems. So when the
wings are in short supply, therefore high price right now. I mean, the wings are more expensive. I mean, we go through this all the time. We talked like a week or so ago about the price of pork is likely to go up this year. There are certain things that to some extent it's affected by COVID. It's affected by the closing of some chicken farms and so on and so forth.
But
it's not a conspiracy.
No, when the city that's famous for the wings is even having a shortage, that tells you something right there. It's not just here in our area, it's everywhere.
But for some people, it's not just, again, I read you a couple of them there, acting as if the folks at West Texas purposely wanted to get rid of wings because people like them and we don't want to serve them wings. That's the implication. How stupid is that? Then we get this. You should check the internet. There's a chicken farm fire conspiracy going on in America. They're burning down the chicken farms. Who the hell is burning down the chicken farms?
So the solution to us not eating wings is to burn down the chicken farms?
There were 2 or 3 people that posted about that. No, it's true, Do a Google search, you'll see there's been a conspiracy to burn down chicken farms. Again, stop and ask yourself, whenever somebody talks about conspiracy, you stop and ask yourself, what's the benefit for anybody? Who benefits burning down chicken? Now, I did do the Google, like I said, and there have been a couple of chicken farm fires in the country this year. I guarantee you there's not a conspiracy. There's not some chicken farm arsonist out there burning down chicken farms. And then, of course, Biff, because it's the world in which we live. The first group of people I shared with you were basically saying that the business people don't care about us. They took our wings away because they want to hurt us. Second group are the conspiracy folks who come up with this crazy idea there's a chicken farm fire conspiracy by somebody. And the third group of people, Biff, it's Biden's fault.
Yeah, of course it is.
It's Biden's fault. Numerous posts on one of these West Texas media posts You people think it might be because of COVID or chicken farm fires. It's socialism that's doing this to us. Socialism? Socialism of chicken farms? What's the socialism? And of course, well, you notice that all prices began to rise the first of the year. What happened the first of the year? We all know. So it's Biden's fault. Now, when I read this note from West Texas, I feel bad because I like wings. I'm a big wing fan. What I read is this is a business person, or these are business people, who've tried to keep a really nice special going, and they focus on wings, but the price of wings has risen because of supply and demand. That is a normal economic thing that happens, supply, demand, the price going up. Can't afford to do all the freebies or the giveaways or the cheap wings they used to do. I mean, the thought that there was something nefarious about this wouldn't cross my mind. They said, due to the ever-increasing price and lack of availability of wings, we have to cut back on our wing special. Hopefully, we'll bring it back when things get better. I read it, I thought, yeah, it's too bad. But I bought every word of it. And then I started reading the comments.
I wonder if the people in Buffalo, New York feel the same way. It'd be interesting. It'd be interesting to see what kind of comments they have.
Chicken farm fire conspiracy up there too, I suppose. It's all socialism. I'm trying to figure out how it's socialism. Seriously, the chicken farm fire conspiracy thing is that's just Looney Tune. But I mean, what's the logic behind saying it's all socialism? Socialism is leading to an increase in chicken prices?
Well, when all else fails and you got nothing else or no one else to blame, that's what you go with.
That's right. When all else fails, it's Biden's fault. So I had to begin with that. I saw it late last night, and I was like, geez, this is the kind of stuff that just drives me crazy. And of course, the simple conclusion for me is don't read the darn comments, Biff.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I make that mistake every time, all the time. I read the comments.
And the problem is you can't resist. I mean, once you get started, you just got to keep going to see where it leads you.
It's like, watching a traffic accident. You don't want to stop and watch, but you got to, right? I don't want to read those things, I know. But honestly, who would have thought? Who would have thought a simple post about wing night at West Texas could any way, manner, shape, or form turn into controversy?
And again, it just goes to the point that no matter what you put online, that somehow people find a controversial way to make something about it.
There are people out there, who believe, I guess, if I can get philosophical, I guess there are people out there who believe that there are just unseen manipulative hands controlling everything, right? For some of the folks in those comments I read, it was the business people, the people who own that place. They don't want us to have wings. Huh? Yes, that's what they do. They're a wing place. They don't want us to have wings. It's a bad business. This is another example of big business trying to keep us from wings.
So
then there's the conspiracy theory that everything somehow was manipulated by a secret group of people behind the scenes, so they've got a chicken farm fire conspiracy. And of course, when all else fails, it's Biden's fault.
So think about the first one you said about the business people.
Right.
So you're telling me that yesterday at whatever time the folks at West Texas went in, say they had a little meeting, maybe like a half hour, 45-minute meeting. Yeah. They went in and they said, okay, what's the best way we can roll in our business model?
Exactly.
And someone said, I got it. We'll quit selling chicken wings. That's what we can do. I mean, really?
What is one of our more popular promotions that we've got? Well, Wing Night does really well. I got it. Let's get rid of wing night. That'll show those people. I mean, it's so ridiculous.
All right, good meeting. Now get to work.
Yeah, I'll go out there and take away the wings. Destroy the hopes and just dash the hopes of wing lovers everywhere. We're going to take away their wings. 7:22 on the Watchdog Morning Show, 63 degrees, sunny outside my home studios and throughout the Ohio Valley this morning. What's coming up today? Well, we'll continue our Mother's Day tribute. We'll have some fun facts and trivia as we continue trying to give away Mother's Day certificates to River City, their buffet in Wheeling for this Mother's Day. We'll have some trivia facts and figures for you to get you registered for that. WVU political science professor John Kilwine is in. He's going to offer some thoughts on what congressional redistricting means to the Mountain State. And his position is it's not as bad as some of us are making it out to be. The GOP certainly seems divided over Donald Trump. Just this week, Romney and Cheney have come up against a buzzsaw of Trump supporters in the Republican Party. Former President George W. Bush suggested it's time to distance the GOP from Donald Trump. We'll talk about this with our national correspondent, Tom Squitieri. He's coming in just a bit. Female students at Polka High, the polka dots, Spiffy.
Yes, they are.
Female students at Polka High are required to wear skirts or dresses to graduation. No pants. And some of the students there are upset. I want to talk about that. We'll get into that coming up in a minute. And you all know, because I tell you all the time, my wife and I watch a lot of old TV shows. We watch Perry Mason. We watch the old Mission Impossible. We watch, oh God, I hate to even say it, I was watching Gunsmoke the other day. We watch a lot of old TV shows. Streaming old TV shows is becoming very popular during the pandemic. And it's very comfortable because you kind of know it. You don't have to pay a lot of attention to it. But is watching old TV shows good for us? Got to look at that coming up this morning here on the Watchdog Morning Show. So it's 7:24. That's a look at what we're doing. If you have something on your mind you want to share with us, 304-214-1600, 304-214-1600, the Watchdog Radio Network text line. Always happy to have you on the text line, or you can use the CityNet hotline, 304-232-8255, 304-232-TALK. Happy to get you on the line. Got a couple of texts coming in on the great wing debate. God help me. This is one of those days. I can see it now, Biff. We're going to be dominated by wings today.
Yeah.
I can just see it. I'll share some texts with you. Coming up next on the Watchdog Morning Show.
Let your voice be heard.
Current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Warwood, The Watchdog is protecting your yard. Join Howard Monroe, Hoppy Kercheval, Bill DeFabio, and Big Rick for the best live and local talk in the Upper Ohio Valley and beyond. Warwood trusts the Watchdog.
You can watch a video cast of our show every morning on Facebook Live or on our website. Plus, check archives of all of our videos on the Watchdog YouTube channel. The Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe continues.
It is a Tuesday. The Ohio County Public Library has their Lunch with Books live stream set for again today, as they do most Tuesdays. Today it is The Untold Story of Isaac Zane, the third book in a trilogy by Alan Fitzpatrick here of the local area about the little-known history of white captives taken prisoners by Native Americans during the frontier wars of this area in the latter part of the 18th century. So today, noon, Lunch with Books, the Ohio County Library, The Untold Story of Isaac Zane. Should be kind of interesting, especially if you are a history buff here in the Upper Ohio Valley. People enjoy Alan Fitzpatrick stuff. I've got a couple of his books, actually. So check that out. You can watch live on Facebook, or you can watch it live on YouTube, the Ohio County Library's Facebook channel or the Ohio County Library's YouTube channel. Check Lunch with Books out today, live stream. Now, the library has sent me a note to remind you that to a large extent, they are physically open again. The Ohio County Public Library does have their doors open for you to go in, still masked, still socially distant. You still have to follow all the protocols. But the main doors of the Ohio County Public Library coming off of the parking lot entrance are currently open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 6, Friday 10 to 5, Saturday 10 to 3. So the library is open for you to go in. You can still use their drop-off box to drop off books if you have them or other materials, but you can also bring your books into the library now. And they're also going to start doing some summer programs at the library, inside the library. Their summer reading program for both children and adults will begin in a month or so as well. So the Ohio County Library is slowly trying to get back to normal. Doors are open. I mentioned it's the doors off of the parking lot at the Ohio County Library. The 16th Street doors are still closed, so enter through the parking lot doors if you want to get in there. We were talking before the break about the great wing flap. Did you get what I did there, Biffy? Flap, like a flap as a debate,
yes,
but I said flap because wings can flap. Yes. Excuse me. It's the great wing flap. After West Texas Roadhouse out in St. Clairsville posted a note that they're going to have to discontinue wing nights because the price of wings and the availability of wings is going up, then a lot of people on social media were criticizing the business for purposely taking away wing night. Others were claiming that it's the great chicken farm fire controversy. They're burning down the chicken farms in great conspiracies. And some are saying it's Biden's fault. A couple of texts off the text line of 304-214-1600. Howard, my wings, my kingdom for a wing. Howard, 19th Hole is closed on Monday. That was their wing night. So I don't know if it's because of wing night or not, but there you go. I mean, as you point out, Biff, it's not even just here. You go up to Buffalo, home of the wings, right?
Yes, even up there.
I mean, it's not as if the local folks decided enough is enough. We're not going to sell those people wings because they like wings and we don't want to give it to them. All right. Maybe you want to do your own wings at home, right? Maybe you just want to order up some chicken like from the grocery store and do your own wings at home that way, Biffy.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, now you can order from Kroger, or soon you will be able to order from Kroger, or some people in the Kroger chain will be able to order from Kroger, and it'll come by drone.
Why not?
The Kroger company out of Columbus has announced a pilot program to offer grocery delivery via autonomous drones. Now, Amazon has talked about this for a while, and I think they are doing it in some places. The thought that, look, I'm barely now comfortable with the, what do they call it? They got a phrase for it. pick an order or something. I'm just barely comfortable with when you place an order online and somebody goes to the store and picks it up and picks out your items and then you can drive up and they'll bring them to you. I'm barely comfortable with that. Or with delivery, Kroger and Respecs, for example, both do home delivery, I think. But drone delivery? Kroger's new drone delivery program, part of the evolution of our rapidly growing and innovative e-commerce business, which includes pickup, delivery, and ship. It reaches more than, so far, $10 billion in sales in 2020. And so the pilot program of the drone reinforces the importance of flexibility and immediacy to customers. I've said this before, Bippy. I don't know that I want to see a little drone flying down to my front porch.
No, you know what? I'd be too afraid that, depending on where you live, and some people aren't expecting it, they try and shoot the darn thing.
Oh, no question about it. People do shoot drones down.
I mean...
Or it's bad enough, the porch pirates, if something comes delivered to your house and there are people who see the FedEx truck or the UPS truck come and the guy leaves something, so they go and steal the stuff off your porch pirates. How about it? Hey, there's a drone going to Monroe's house. I think he likes to eat good. Let's go get his food. I mean, a customer can order delivery of picnic supplies and have it sent to a park. You could go to a park. You could be at Wheeling Park. Again, this is going to start out in a suburb of Columbus, but theoretically it should be coming here. You could go to Wheeling Park. Just y'all get together at your picnic table. What do you all want? Hold on, I'm going to order from Kroger. Let's get some ham. Let's get some cheese. Let's get some, we got a grill here. Let's get some buns and some burgers. Let's order from Kroger online. Yeah. They'll bring it by drone to your picnic spot. It says they'll deliver sunscreen to the beach. You're on the beach. Oh, man, that sun's hot. I'm out of sunscreen. Hold on. Click, 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 click. The drone is bringing it to us here at the beach. Oh, my God.
Now, how is that drone, depending on what beach you're at, and all those people, how is it going to know that exactly where to land that sunscreen?
I have no idea. Somehow, I suppose, when you place the order, it'll connect to your phone or so. I don't know. I don't know. But those are examples from the Kroger company. Picnic supplies to a park, sunscreen to a beach, condiments to your backyard cookout. You're having a cookout on the 4th of July. Oh man, we forgot the mustard. No problem. Here it comes. The drone will bring it.
Drops the mustard right there on your table with all the other
stuff. That's the other thing I'm thinking about. Listen, I don't know what you want to order, but don't order eggs.
Yeah, don't. Make sure it's plastic bottles or
yeah. Don't order eggs because I'm not ready to trust the drone to bring me my eggs all in one piece yet. The Drone Express will commence test flights this week near a Kroger store in Centerville, Ohio. The flights will be managed by licensed Drone Express pilots from an on-site trailer with additional off-site monitoring. So they'll have a trailer full of people that will send your drone out, apparently. Customer deliveries are scheduled to begin later this spring. Again, it's launching in a Columbus suburb. We are part of what they call the Columbus KMA, Kroger Marketing Area. I really would not be surprised if we don't, in a year, Biffy, it rolls out into our area as well.
Even if it takes that long.
If it takes that long, yeah. It just depends on how the test stuff goes. I just don't think I want. Although I don't know, I like the idea. You go to you're at the beach or at the park or whatever, and I don't know. You can order when you need it, I guess. I don't know. So the Kroger drone could be coming near you. 7:36, 24 till the hour. Hopefully Zach Petty has been able to fix the technical problems they had yesterday. He was too busy working on stuff at the office at TV7 to help us out. I understood that completely, no problem. So we'll see if he's got that fixed and take a look at the forecast coming up in just a couple of minutes. And then I want to talk about Putnam County, Pocahigh. where they've set down some dress codes for graduation. And a lot of you are going to say, yeah, there ought to be a dress code for grad. And I'm, as a philosophical point, I agree with you. But I look at the specifics and I don't know. This is 2021, not 1951. So I will share that story with you coming up in just a couple minutes. You can share your thoughts with me at 304-214-1600, 304-214-1600, the Watchdog Radio Network text line. This is the Watchdog Morning Show.
The WTRF Channel 7 News Update is brought to you by Thomas Auto Centers, Mall Road, St. Clairsville. Get the best deal at Thomas Auto Centers.
Now it's time for your local news.
In a 12 o'clock hour, former Pirate great Dave Parker will join me to talk about his many great seasons in the major leagues and also his book called Cobra. And coming up in a 1 o'clock hour, the voice of the Pirates, Greg Brown. I'm Bill DeFabio. Remember, be safe out there. Be considerate of others. Check on the elderly. And remember this, we are the Watchdog.
I'm Josh from Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration. I hope you are staying healthy. We continue to respond to structural, fire, and water emergencies. We are combating COVID-19 with our highly trained staff and latest disinfection systems, providing preventative and reactive disinfection to facilities around the region, while working with area hospitals on isolation areas and air filtering. At Panhandle, we continue to follow social distancing and hygiene protocols. We are dedicated to our community, and together we will get through this.
Over the years, you've brought opioids into your home. They helped when you were in pain, and you held on to them just in case. But holding on to opioids puts your family at risk. Learn more at www.fda.gov/drug disposal.
This guy knows so much about sports. Dave based the Sports Almanac from Back to the Future off of his Dream Journal. He's Bill DeFabio, weekdays noon to 2 on the Valley's only network dedicated to live and local talk radio, The Watchdog.
You can vote in our Watchdog poll and read commentary in our blogs on watchdognetwork.com. The Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe continues.
Shared with you before the break, the Kroger company is this week beginning to test drone delivery of your groceries and condiments and whatever you need. They say that if you're on the beach and you need sunscreen, you can call up a drone. If you're at your backyard picnic and you forgot the ketchup, you can call up a drone. And I would assume you can just place your basic grocery order using a drone. The Drone Express, it's called. Kroger says they're going to begin test running this week, and they will be putting it into operation later this year. I assumed, since Kroger comes out of the Kroger is basically a Columbus-based company, I said that it will be coming out of a suburb of Columbus first. But, of course, when you assume things, we know what happens, Vippy. So I get a text, Howard, the Centerville marketplace for Kroger is actually a suburb of Dayton, Ohio. So, all right, I sit corrected. I apologize for that. And off the text line, 304-214-1600 on the issue of the drones. Who in the hell is so busy they can't pop into a store for a gallon of milk?
Good point.
Yeah, sort of. The truth of the matter is there are a lot of, first of all, a lot of this stuff got started because of COVID. People don't want to pop into stores. Secondly, we all have reached the point where I shouldn't say we all, but many of us have reached the point where the convenience of having something delivered to us, even paying for it, outweighs the small, that's what I'm looking for. The little bit of effort we have to put out to go to it. So who the hell is so busy they can't pop into a store for a gallon of milk? I think the short answer is a lot of people. I think a lot of people use it. And again, Kroger is saying this would be for, you're on the beach and you discover you're out of sunscreen. Call me a drone. You're literally at a picnic at the park and you need some deli meat. Send me some more ham. We eat all the ham. Here comes the drone. So it's a common, people. We live in a different world. Today's world looks a little bit different than yesterday's did. It was a dark, dreary, rainy day yesterday, but it looks like things will be a little bit better today. Zach Petty is with us in the Big 7, and hopefully things are better at the TV station this morning too, Zach.
Howard, I was seeing red, as Biff would say. If it was any longer, there would have been a new anchor for ships in the bottom of the Ohio with our graphics computer yesterday.
Well, you had our sympathy, because Biff and I said we understand. We've gone through that kind of stuff. We know what it's like to discover those kind of technical problems. So, but did you get them fixed finally or not?
What's that?
Did you get them fixed finally or not?
Oh yeah. I was on the phone for about an hour yesterday. Luckily, it happened right after we finished the 6 o'clock. We just finished recording our ABC cut-ins, and it was getting ready for our CBS cut-ins, which take place right around 7:26. But it was right around like 7:05, 7:06. I was moving one of my radar screens, and all of a sudden, where it should be displaying, it went away. And it would never stay on the right side, because it's a dual monitor system. We have the left side, which allows you to click and control what frame or what picture we're going to show, and the right side shows what it's supposed to be on air. Well, the on-air graphic just went away.
Oh, golly.
And it was about an hour, and it was to the point where even Barron was like, I don't even know what's going on right now. So they even had to go into some other TV station's internal settings and try to find where this code to get it back aligned on the right hand. It took them an hour. I was ready to throw the system into the Ohio River. I was ready to drown my sorrows at 7 o'clock in the morning. I was over it, and it was certainly the Monday for me yesterday.
And to top it all off, it was a dark and dreary and kind of crappy day anyway.
Right, yeah, it was, what is the word, the Verstunkt?
It was a verstunkt day. It was a verstunkt day, yeah.
All caps.
With an exclamation point or two at the end. Verstunkt.
Many of those, for sure.
Well, I'm glad you got past that. Today's going to be a little bit better, right? Weather-wise?
Yes, we're definitely we're turning a little bit of a corner, but the best chance for rain, because unfortunately we do have rain starting to meander its way back into the forecast, will be right around lunchtime, if not going through dinner time and through the evening hours. But in terms of what we're seeing on radar right now, looks like south of Zanesville, we actually do have a little bit of a pop-up shower that actually is producing a bit of lightning, so I'm keeping an eye on that right now. I would not be surprised if that crosses through Marshall County, if not heading into the border of Monroe and Belmont within the next 2 hours or so. But again, most of the day, or most of the area will stay dry until about lunchtime, and then more soaking widespread rain this afternoon and evening. But Howard, good news is, if we're trying to find the positives on a Tuesday, even though it's my least favorite day of the work week, high temperatures will be in the mid-70s, so that's nice.
Yeah, that's good. What did we hit yesterday? It was a warm day.
We topped off at 70, right? What I was saying, which is we like to see that sometimes.
Well, all else was a bad day. At least you hit the temperature forecast just right. Yeah, it was just we had some gully washers on and off throughout the day yesterday too.
Yeah, we actually broke the record measured precip over at the Wheeling, Ohio County Airport. We actually measured 0.85 inches of rain on May 3rd. The old record was 0.6 inches of rain back in 2010. So we broke a record, and you are correct. We did have a bit of a gully washer, but I'm going to keep saying it. I know it sounds cliche. We needed the rain because average rainfall through the beginning of May since January 1st should be right around 11 inches. Right now we're about 9, so we're still about 2 inches away from average rainfall, but it doesn't seem too bad. All the grasses are still green, flowers are still blooming. Nothing looks barren just yet, but I'd rather continue to trip that away in a way, especially since you never know what the summer months have in store in terms of rainfall.
Going to be rain this afternoon and or evening. What time do we expect some rain to come in?
So best chance. So we have right around the lunchtime hour. So I'm going to say anywhere between 11 to 2 for wave number 1. And then the next wave of precip is likely to swing through anywhere between this 4 to 9 p.m. window. I know it's a big window, but it's all going to depend on where this cold front gets held up over into the Indiana-Ohio border. And if that pushes in and comes in a lot sooner, it'll be closer to that 4 o'clock hour. But if it gets held up and just kind of sits around for a little bit, I wouldn't be surprised if the rain and maybe a stray thunderstorm holds off until about 9, 10 o'clock. But it does look like rain will linger on through the overnight period and stick around through early Wednesday morning. So it'll be a dreary and kind of a soggy morning, but most of that will actually start to clear out by lunchtime tomorrow, but it will be a lot cooler. That cold front will bring in much cooler air. We'll go from 74, 75 today to upper 50s for our high, almost a 15-degree temperature swing by tomorrow morning for our high.
And we're going to stay in that upper 50s, 60-ish range then throughout the weekend, right?
Throughout the week, and extending all the way into your weekend. But I finally have good news, Howard, for Brother Biff, because Thursday's shaping up to possibly be the only dry day in my 7-day forecast. How about that?
There you go, Biffy. At last you get a good day.
Long overdue.
I agree. Hopefully it stays that way, but the only thing that we might have to deal with is a couple of clouds lining the skies, so I don't expect to see too much. Hopefully you were able to soak in that vitamin D that we had for an absolutely gorgeous weekend on Saturday and Sunday, because it's going to be the Kerstunked week, actually, just with the chances of rain showers and not too much in terms of sunshine or warmer temperatures. I tell you that much.
It's last time I checked, about 63 right now at the airports. That's about right, something like that.
Yeah, right in that mid to low 60s. I never know. Whenever it gets to that, like 62, 63, well, do you say low 60s or is it technically mid 60s? I don't know that just yet. I'll have to talk to Doc with what he says, but we're right in that middle zone.
Yeah,
Between
you're
the
at 63 would be right there. 61 and 62 are clearly low 60s.
Yep.
68, 69 are clearly high 60s, but where do you on either side of that? Where do you change
63 to 67. We're just kind of in this. Well, that's where you kind of say, oh, it's in that mid to upper 60s or mid to low 60s, and then the mid 60s is obviously 64, 65, 66. It's 63 and 67. I have no idea where they belong. They're just the outcasts.
Yeah, well, it's 63 right now at the Wheeling, Ohio County Airport, and boy, the sun coming through. In fact, if you're people who are watching my video stream, I'm going to have to close the door now because I had it open so I could see the sun earlier, but the sun has just begun to move enough. It's coming through my door and putting zebra stripes on my face with the sun. The sun is putting zebra stripes on my face. So if you're watching video, you're wondering what is that strange glob on my face. That's the sun, actually. But I'll close the door and check it out. All right, Zach, I'm glad that things are better today. Hopefully you have calmed down a little bit.
Yes, we are. We're back to the calm states, and it does take a little bit. Well, probably to other people, they say, "Oh no, you have a short fuse," but I'm pretty patient and pretty relaxed most times. But whenever technology fails, I get red in the heartbeat. So I was not a happy camper yesterday, but we are all clear, calm, and happy right now.
All is right with the world. All right, sir. Appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Hope things continue well, and we'll chat again tomorrow.
All right, sounds good. Take it easy, gentlemen.
Thanks, Zach Petty from the Big 7, WTRF TV, morning forecast, and our weather chat. Yeah, Biffy, sounds like he sounds like he acted the way you do sometimes yesterday.
Been there, done that many a time.
When you just can't get them to work right, then you just and I can tell, even though I'm at home and Biff is in the studio, I can always tell when things aren't going right. It almost it's like it exudes over our connection here. I can feel Biff isn't happy. Something's wrong. Well, maybe the fact that he's going, that could be a dead giveaway as well. 6 before the hour here on the Watchdog Morning Show. My proverbial question, need I do another break or not?
We are good for this hour.
I want to talk about Polka High School down in Putnam County. And I'd love to get your take on this at 304-214-1600 or yours right now, Biffy, or folks who want to call at 304-232-8255. It certainly makes sense to me that they want, this is having to do with their graduation ceremony at Polka High. And it makes sense to me that they do want it to be a professional looking ceremony, all right? I completely understand. But Polka High has put out a new dress code policy. And the one that in particular strikes me and a lot of the students as really old-fashioned is that the girls are not allowed to wear skirts. They must wear skirts and dresses. They're not allowed to wear pants. Now, the comment that was made by one of the Putnam County administrators was, students are asked to dress professionally for graduation ceremonies the same way they would for a job interview. And I'm in for that. Again, I don't want to see them wearing T-shirts and cut-off jeans. You know, Biffy, that's not appropriate for graduation.
Right.
But it's 2021. We're going to tell the girls they have to put on skirts and dresses? That seems to me to be a little old-fashioned. The students have got a petition going at change.org to try and get that changed. I don't know if they'll have any luck on that or not, but I'm all in favor of some kind of, basic dress code. The phrase, dress professionally like you would for a job interview, that makes sense to me. But you must wear skirts and dresses? That's a throwback to another era. And that's almost sexist, I think, Biff.
Yeah, it's kind of borderline, isn't it?
Well, I mean, the girls must show their legs. In 2021, I know, a nice pair of pants would perfectly. Well,
and look at how many, when you see on TV, how many women now, the thing is the pantsuit.
Sure.
That they wear now. You're not seeing, at least I don't think, as many dresses or whatever else. It seems now that the pantsuit for some women is the style now.
And again, the Putnam County official said, you should dress, we want you to dress for graduation the way you would dress for a future job interview. Well, I think many women, in fact, I would guess, let's just say most, but I would guess lots and lots of women, if not most, would wear a pantsuit or would wear some kind of would not necessarily wear skirts or dress to a job interview.
I'll put it this way: if you put a percentage on it, I bet it's probably close to 75%.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. And I was about to say something that's sexist, and then I'm going to get in trouble.
Well, at least you caught yourself.
Yeah, I'm just going to
just move on and let it be.
Yeah, it's just as well. Now, official for Putnam County Schools, Poca High, says, I will note the dress code enforcement has never yielded disciplinary actions. In other words, we've got a regulation, but it sounds like nobody follows it.
Then get rid of
it. They say we're mindful of the diversity of our students. We want to emphasize students' rights to be treated equitably. But if you get rid of it, there's no need for it. There is no need for a dress code that says women have to wear pants. Not in 2021. I keep saying have to wear pants. It's the reverse. That women have to wear dresses. That's just tremendously sexist. We'll follow that story and see if they bring about any change or not. But I found that kind of interesting, so I want to share it with you. The Republican Party on Capitol Hill is I won't say in disarray, but there are a few outliers beginning to say we've got to distance ourselves from Donald Trump. And the base of the party right now is going, how about if we distance ourselves from you anti-Trumper? Liz Cheney faces more troubles this week after she said it's time to admit that there was no election fraud. We can't keep on perpetuating that big lie. Mitt Romney was giving a speech this week and booed by his own party. George W. Bush said it's time for the party to move beyond Donald Trump into some different things. We'll talk about that and more with our national correspondent, Tom Squitieri. He's coming up in the next half hour of the show. 63 degrees, sunny, and 8 o'clock here on the Watchdog Morning Show.
The Watchdog is FM 98.1, AM 1600 WKKX Wheeling, FM 97.7, AM 1370 WVLY Moundsville.
The ABC News is brought to you by Thomas Auto Centers, Mall Road, St. Clairsville. Get the best deal at Thomas Auto Centers.
ABC News.
Wow.